On the desolate island, the woman mashed up the tiny fish fry she'd managed to catch and dumped them into the sea. Then, gripping a sharpened wooden stave, she readied herself, as if anticipating the arrival of some elusive prey. True to form, a small shark, lured by the scent of fish, glided over. Swift as a flash, the woman hoisted the stave and lunged at the shark. When the point found its mark, she whooped with delight. One might have assumed she'd devour the shark, but she had other plans. As night cloaked the island, she tethered the captured sharklet to a branch with a length of rope. Concealing herself in a sandy hollow, she lay in wait for a more formidable quarry. The night before, strange sounds had pricked her ears from a distance. Reacting on impulse, she'd fired off a signal flare. To her astonishment, a humanoid monstrosity had loomed on the ocean's surface. Determined to confirm whether it was a figment of her imagination, she'd hung the shark as bait. Somehow, slumber overtook her. By daybreak, the shark on the rope had vanished without a trace. Clearly, the humanoid horror was no mirage. Eager to escape this perilous place, she stuffed a life jacket into a suitcase, attempting to cobble together a rudimentary life raft. Alas, she'd misjudged her own heft. The raft buckled under her weight, forcing her to shelve her escape plan for the time being. When night returned, desperate to stay alive, she wriggled into a hollowed-out, withered tree trunk, praying the dreadful beast wouldn't sniff her out. She thought herself safe in her arboreal hideaway. Midway through the night, however, a guttural growl rumbled all around. The tree shuddered violently. Petrified, she stifled any sound, scarcely daring to breathe. Mercifully, the growling ceased, and she eked out the remainder of the night unscathed. After that hair-raising encounter, she whittled a trusty wooden spike for self-defense. Out of the blue, a mutilated corpse bobbed into view, its lower half conspicuously absent. Keen to get a bead on the monster's true visage, she hoisted the cadaver onto the tree and burrowed into the sandpit to watch and wait. Sure enough, as night fell, the humanoid beast materialized, wrenching the corpse of its kind from the tree. Then, in a blink, it vanished. Before she could blink again, it reappeared right in front of her. Clamping a hand over her mouth, she held her breath. Miraculously, the monster passed her by. The next day, resolved not to be a sitting duck, she scavenged a tattered scrap of cloth and rigged up a perch in the tree. She figured she'd be safe aloft, but fate had other ideas. Before long, the monster sniffed her out and launched an assault. Panicking, she bolted. In a heartbeat, the monster bounded in front of her. Without a moment's hesitation, she jabbed it with her spike. The monster recoiled and slunk away. She clambered up a towering tree and endured a long, nerve-wracking night. At daybreak, as she perched by the shore, something truly terrifying caught her eye.